is what it is. Dang, we're 30 minutes late. It's October 3rd, 6:53 p.m., starting 20 minutes late.
Or we could have said we were going to start at 7. We're 7 minutes early.
We're 7 minutes early, actually. I like that. Lot to talk about today. We're running a two-man show here.
Just duo.
Honestly, the real ball knowers here. That's all that matters, though.
Yeah, we can look at the FanDuel stat sheets. These two individuals know ball. The other.
Oh, we know ball. We know ball for sure. But let's talk about the first game, which I think is the most important game.
Kentucky Ole Miss.
Yep. Well, yeah, we can talk about that one.
Which one did you want to
I was talking about Georgia, Alabama. We can save that for last, though.
Yeah, that's like the fireworks.
Yeah, okay,
right there.
okay.
That's the end of the show.
Kentucky Ole Miss. Now, ironically, the two ball knowers here, I think we're hinting. I called it, but I think he was hinting.
I didn't call it all the way.
He was hinting at a Kentucky upset.
Yes.
Let's look at the stats. Jackson Dart, 261 yards, 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn he threw a pick. Did he throw a pick or was it a fumble?
He fumbled.
He fumbled it.
Yep, he fumbled at the very end.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. 22 rush, 13 carries, 22
Trey
rushing.
Harris went off for 11 receptions for 176 yards and a tutty.
Dog.
He can play.
Mm-hmm.
And just,
A calm little game. Dane Key, he's the number one, I'd say.
Yes.
105 yards, 1 touchdown. I think he was the one that caught the fourth down, 4th and 7, just prayer.
Yep.
Which apparently Lane Kiffin got caught off guard by that. And rightfully so, ballsy play. And, I said prior weeks that fireable offenses by Mr. Stoops with, punting it.
Yes.
That's a ballsy play right there.
Yeah, but at the end
that's
of the
something
day,
to keep your job right there.
You're 2-2. What do you got to lose?
No. You're right.
You have everything to gain. You got nothing to lose.
Technically, they're still in the playoff hunt from what
with that win,
I've been hearing. But I mean, what can you say? It's Ole Miss. We said it was a quiet stadium. It is a quiet stadium. Their players were kind of, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
Lackluster.
Yes.
Not playing for the love of the game. They just thought it was another Saturday.
Walk in
the previous 3 cupcake games.
Pretty much. And ironically, Kentucky's players even said it wasn't loud either. Funny enough.
No, there's no way that place is loud.
No. New Jersey took over. That's why it got quiet down.
Exactly.
But
and with how Kentucky played against Georgia, I had no doubt it might be a close game.
Oh, yeah. Well, honestly, Kentucky should have won that game.
Oh, yeah.
Should be, 4-1?
Yeah, they should have won the Georgia game, too.
So, I mean, butterfly effect. If they win the Georgia game, do they win the Ole Miss game? It is what it is.
Georgia and who?
Georgia and South Carolina, right?
31-6.
Yep. South Carolina whooped that trick, as Memphis would say.
It's at Kroger Field too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they lost Ole Miss or South Carolina.
Yeah,
that
was you got whooped. So, and then let's see, Texas Mississippi State, which was a closer game, ended up they pulled away, and then.
Do we know how long Ewers is out?
No, I think he's back this week.
Is he?
I think he's gonna be back this week.
Next weekend's wicked. We've got Texas, Georgia.
Texas, Georgia, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes.
That's the 20th weekend?
Because we got, yep.
19th,
next week.
19th, right?
I think, yeah, that's because it's same day as Alabama.
Next weekend is Florida, Tennessee.
Florida, Tennessee.
Right?
Yep. Let's just take a quick peek at this coming week.
This is this coming week. We've got Tennessee, Florida, Ohio State, Oregon, be a good
big
game.
one.
Penn State, USC.
Texas Red River rivalries that week. Yep.
Is it still that?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't change it yet?
Nope.
Georgia, Mississippi State.
Ole Miss, LSU. Oh, shaping up to be a good game.
Both 4-1. Yeah, the next weekend is Texas, Georgia, right?
That's going to be a wicked week, too.
And Alabama, Tennessee.
Miami, Louisville.
Why they got to both put them at 3:30?
No, I think they're gonna
Or-
flex it. I think
or
they're gonna.
6 and 8.
Yeah. So
They can't have them both at the same time.
no.
I think
I think whoever gets game day gets the.
you run Georgia and Texas at 3:30.
Yep. I hope. I hope we get
Neyland's
the.
different
Give me
at
the night
nighttime.
game. Give me the night game for
We
the
need
third
Neyland
Saturday.
at night.
That's gonna be a fun week. Oklahoma State BYU is looking to have to be a pretty good game too. Depending on how Purdue. I mean, it's Purdue. Are we going back? We'll talk about that later.
But this weekend, we've got Tennessee, Arkansas. I think we got that one.
UCLA, Penn State,
Yeah. Missouri
A&M.
With that scare against Vandy, I don't put that past them, especially
A&M's
Kyle Field.
Yeah, away game. We'll see how that one shapes
Do you
out.
think the 12th man is still that big?
100%. 100%. They're favoring A&M by 2.5 too.
I mean, that's the 12th man, I guess. But
Ole Miss, South Carolina looks like a better game than it should be too.
Because, I mean, Ole Miss gets ran over by Kentucky, and Kentucky's ran over by South Carolina. Who is South Carolina's quarterback? Still Goggles?
It's Sellers. Yep. Dog.
And then
You want to talk?
Vandy.
Yeah. So hold on. What's your you're saying you've got a weird feeling about this game?
I do. I don't know how they're favored by 22.5.
You think this is going to be? Elaborate. You think it's going to be a bigger game?
This QB for Vanderbilt reminds me of the QB that plays for Navy. Just run all over the place. I love it. So, I mean, I don't know. We didn't really see We didn't get to see a whole lot of running out of Carson Beck. So I don't know what Alabama does against a running quarterback.
That's a good point. Great point.
Can they stop him? They can stop the run, but can they stop a guy scrambling?
We'll talk more about that in a little bit. We got game day is going to be at Cal. First time ever in history. First time ever in history. Marshawn Lynch is a speaker.
Is he?
Yep.
I still remember that video of him taking the golf cart. It's
yep.
Hilarious.
All right. Let's talk about this past weekend, though. We got, obviously Kentucky Ole Miss.
You want the big game?
Nah, we got a couple more. Let's see. Arizona, Utah. I always butcher his first name, McMillan.
Tetaroya?
Yep. Dog. Jalen Hyatt's little brother had a big catch, too.
Really?
His little brother goes to Arizona.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I didn't know that.
So, with Cam Rising out, Utah is always... Cam Rising's
He's still out?
Yeah, he's still out. Cam Rising being their most important piece, I feel like it's just not the same team without him. So...
They're still...
Big loss there. But... Notre Dame, Louisville... I took a big L on that one. I thought Louisville was going to win that. But,
Notre Dame's been playing a lot different ever since.
Oh, yeah.
That A&M game.
Oklahoma State and...
Not A&M, the Northern Illinois game.
Yeah. Oklahoma State and Kansas State. That game...
I didn't expect that.
No, I wasn't expecting that either. And that makes me...
I guess Avery Johnson had a little fire.
Avery Johnson had a... 5 total touchdowns? Yeah. He finally showed what he could be as, as they're saying, he's a future Heisman candidate. So,
yep, 3 throwing, 2 rushing.
Dog.
19
and that
for 31 is not horrible.
No, but yeah, let's talk. Okay. Or do we want to talk about Arkansas A&M too?
We just a little splash of Colorado whooping UCF.
Yeah, honestly, didn't they have they had UCF favored too?
Yes. They didn't know who Travis
was.
No,
hey, Colorado, man, they're already at their win the same wins as last year. They're 4-1. They're starting to shape up.
I'm not saying that Deion's the truth, but he might be the truth.
He might be the truth. Everything bad I said about Colorado, we still got a lot of ball left.
Yeah,
but
I don't even know what their schedule looks like. I don't think I've watched a full Colorado game.
Besides North Dakota State's game, yeah.
I watched Travis Hunter's YouTube videos on his games.
You see where Shadur told Cam Newton, he's saying he's always weird or something like that.
Yeah, he said something about he didn't,
his weird self.
Cracked me. Talking crap about him or something,
mm-hmm.
or he said something that Shadur didn't like or whatever. And Shador stood his ground. He wasn't fanboying.
As he should, dude.
Honestly, if Cam Newton was talking shit about me, I'd be pretty happy.
Well,
Cam
yeah.
Newton's a dog.
Rightfully so.
They lost to Nebraska. That's it.
Yeah. Baylor was, probably it was a closer game that should have been for
The get-back game with Colorado State made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
other than that,
they got Kansas State next week.
They're off this week.
So that'll be a big game. Then they got Arizona. 2 big games back-to-back. Cincinnati's, Texas Tech,
Then you got Utah.
Utah, I'm assuming Cam Rising will be back by then. If not, then he needs to just hang up the cleats and put the fries in the bag.
Find a new job.
Yeah, and then Kansas, Oklahoma State. So, they could, let's just say, okay, I'm seeing 2 wins right here automatically.
We've got
Cincinnati and Tech. Kansas is probably a win too.
Oh, yeah. Oklahoma State. Depends on which Oklahoma State team shows up.
So I'm seeing 7-5, 8-4. I think floor 6-6. They're bowling.
Not making it to the postseason.
They're bowling.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, it also depends on what Kansas State team that comes out.
Yes.
So
whatever Avery Johnson wants to do.
Pretty much.
If he comes out like he played last weekend, they've got it.
Mm-hmm.
But the weekend before, they don't got it.
They don't got it.
And then the biggest game.
The biggest game.
One of the best college football games I've ever watched. I would say. Besides, number one's always Tennessee, Georgia.
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs' Hail Mary.
That was
8 years.
It was 8-9 years ago. Yeah, something like that.
Because it was this weekend.
I feel old.
8 years ago.
I feel like an old head. I still remember because I feel like I've probably told this story before on here, but I remember that game vividly because we were playing. We were playing in that game, fall tournament, and our umpire was a big Georgia fan, and apparently some parent was like watching the last few seconds on their phone. He heard it, so he just went to the backstop and was like, "Hey, what you got on?" And they were watching it, so we're sitting here on delay because the umpire was watching the final seconds. Hail Mary goes off, and my coach was at third base or getting ready. He had his earbuds in listening to the game, and he was delayed. So they hit the game Juwan catches it. Obviously, game over. 10 seconds later, he's just sitting there, and then just takes off running. So yeah, and then I was like, I'm juiced. I'm going up bat juice. Lined it right back to the pitcher. But yeah, I remember that vividly.
We were watching down here, and Riley. What is Riley really even doing nowadays? I haven't heard of him since then. But anyways, he caught that touchdown to pretty much seal the deal, and then Josh Dobbs does it to Juwan, and I got up. Ran straight through that glass door.
I forgot.
Ran straight through the glass door. I didn't even get through it. I just hit it. Glass broke, and then I slowly opened the door and then spread it out and was screaming.
Was your parents upset?
Oh, my dad was pissed.
Rightfully.
It took him an hour to get pissed because he was really happy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was on the knees cleaning the glass off the ground. Because I was 14.
It was we were 14, 15. Yeah, 14, I think.
14 years old. So
great times.
I don't regret it. I'll run through it again.
He literally run through. Maybe not a brick
Tennessee
wall.
Beats Bama on a Hail Mary this next weekend.
I'm going to the game. If that were to happen, you might have to drag me out of kneeling because I might just be piss hammered drunk.
And that's rightfully so. You have the right to do that.
I will be.
You can't be judged.
I will be. Was it the Joker movie where they're carrying him out and he's like this?
I don't know.
That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. But. Anyways, back to the main topic.
Back to the game.
Now, I want to say this, and if you've watched this and you know us long enough, then you know that obviously Tennessee fans. I'm a diehard Tennessee fan.
Yes.
And it pains me to say that this Alabama team, I got a lot of love for them. Yeah. I got a lot of love for them in the fact that I love Jalen Milroe, and Ryan Williams has single-handedly stolen my heart.
Yes.
He's just a dog. He's a dog. That's all I'm going to say. He's a dog. Everybody's probably getting tired of hearing him about being 17 years old and balling.
It's insane. I'm not an Alabama fan, but I like the way that they played that game, and I like how Milroe carries himself. He's a great kid.
Yeah,
he's a grown man, I guess. He's not a kid, but
grown man.
Ryan Williams is a kid, but he's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad he finally learned how to throw the ball.
Yeah, it scares me.
It was kind of boring watching him just run around in circles. But now that he can toss the rock,
yeah,
it's pretty fun to watch him. Nobody's better than Nico, though.
No, not even close. Not even close.
In the heart for a long time.
Not even close.
But Ryan Williams he's getting up there.
Something about that play, game-winning touchdown. It was just something like it was effortless. He catches it. Even the contested catch made it look easy.
Turned his back to him.
The spin was
hits him with like a shimmy shake, and then just cuts up side. And he hadn't even scored yet, and he's taking out his mouthpiece.
It's just unreal. I just it would look so simple and
I don't know
easy.
How he moves like that, but 6 receptions for 175 yards and touchdown. He averaging 30 yards a catch.
He's gonna be on my fantasy team one day. I'm gonna need him.
I mean, he's gonna get in the league at 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, no. Wow.
Say he gets in the league his rookie year, he won't even be able to celebrate with the team. He can't even drink alcohol.
That's a weird way to put.
You can see it's common in like the NBA, but you have to play 3 years.
In NFL, yeah.
So
one and done, yeah. One and done in the NBA.
Is, but assuming his
he might be 18 coming up. We don't even know.
What if he just turned 17?
Wait, can you actually click on him? Let's see when his birthday is. If he just turned 17, this is even more. Do they have his birthday? Bio? No, they don't have it. Ryan Williams' birthday. I like this. Also, he's cousins with Serena and Venus Williams, too.
That's actually real?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she tweeted something about...
No, there's probably 15,000 Ryan Williams.
Football. Oh, he's...
February 9th.
He'll be 17 for dang near the whole season. So
they make it to the national championship. He'll still be 7. He was born in 2007.
That doesn't sound real, dude.
That's insane.
Oh my god.
They make it to the national championship. He'll still be 17 years old. The NFL drafts in April, right?
Yeah, he'll be 20. Hypothetically, he'll be 20 when the draft goes on. That's crazy.
He's born in 2000.
He makes me feel so bad about myself. Did you see that tweet I had?
Mm-mm.
I'll show you real quick.
What were we doing at 17 years old?
Probably being freaking stupid, dude.
I was not doing that. Maybe in the backyard I was doing stuff like that, but
I might screenshot this and put it on the thing. That's me at. I was actually.
You were doing that at 17, though.
No. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that.
You were better than Ryan Williams.
No, don't. Nope. That's far fetched. But back to the game. This was the most bipolar game I've ever seen from Carson Beck, and that's the best way to put it. First half, I mean, you watched him, and he couldn't even hit a throw, even like a easy throw. He just couldn't hit him.
Mm-hmm. He had what? Besides those gimme yards at the end of the half, he had 50 yards, maybe
something,
50, 60 yards.
2 picks, and then he comes out second half, like I said. Kirby Smart's Georgia. And Brady was sitting here saying, "Hey, if they score here, it's a different ball game." And what do you know? They score.
And then they came up again.
Came back.
Scored again. So he throws 50 times. He barely completed half of his passes.
That's like Madden type of numbers.
I mean, yeah.
That's like if that's my Road to Glory character, that's me. You put me right beside it.
But he throws for 350 yards.
Pretty much the whole second.
I think he had at 100 at halftime.
Yeah.
He throws for 340 yards in the second half. He almost threw more than Jalen Milroe did the whole game.
Yeah.
In one half. So I mean, I guess he turned it around, but
like I said, it's
2 receivers with 100 yards each.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, he was. I don't want to say. I kind of joked about it being a gimmick offense because they were really just playing one-on-one football with the receivers and they're just throwing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the whole second half, and you let your players make plays.
Yes.
So.
Yep. I feel like they might have been forcing things in the first half, but he still couldn't hit anything.
No.
I don't know. Maybe he was nervous. Don't know. He's played the national championship before. He shouldn't be nervous, but this
is my only question with this game. Okay. we saw Alabama come out firing that first half. Was it 28-0? 21-0?
30-0 at half.
Yeah.
37 at half. But 21 at the first.
And I was like, this Alabama team is crazy good. And then Milroe, I think, only threw for 80. Leading into the fourth quarter, he'd only thrown for 80 more, or was it? He threw for, anyways.
Yeah, max.
Carson or Georgia's defense ends up stepping up. So my question here is, spit real quick. Are both these teams really good with really good offenses, and their defense just suck, or is that just like a complete you know what I'm trying to say here?
That's exactly what I was about to ask you.
Don't get me wrong. That was one of the most exciting games I've seen ever.
I've never been excited for any other team.
No, we're sitting here. Ryan Williams gets that touchdown.
Up and down for 17-year-old
we're jumping up for a 17-year-old Alabama kid, and it's like Christmas Day. So it was a good game.
Oh yeah.
A lot of questions though. Defenses, okay. Offenses there, but the defense is like I said, a lot of points scored this game, rightfully so. I think the over under was 50. I think it was 50 because we were all saying hammer to the under, and it ends up being 75. So 50.5.
50.5. Yep, that's insane.
So, and I'm not trying to diss on their defenses, but
do we think that if you had to guess if you had to say who do you think played better?
I'm gonna say
one or.
I'm going to say Alabama, but that second half Georgia team is a completely different team from that first.
Does what they did in the second half and the first half.
Yeah, I think
a blowout.
Yeah, well, maybe not necessarily a blowout. I think it's going to be. Obviously,
it's how they completely swapped.
Yeah.
So Beck played horrible in the first half, and great the second. Milroe played great in the first.
I wouldn't even say he wouldn't even say they just couldn't get something going that second half. Mm-hmm. But you know what they do? They get their ball to their best player, Ryan Williams, and he just balls. Yes. So.
The second receiver had 38 yards.
Yeah.
That's insane. And Milroe went crazy in rushing, too. 117 yards of rushing.
2 rushing touchdowns.
So, almost 500 yards total.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who do you think, this is a good transition, Heisman candidates. Who do you think is going to be in New York for the Heisman?
You've got to put Milroe up there. You got to put Travis Hunter up there.
Number 3?
Not sure.
I think I want to say Genty, but I think he gets screwed out of it.
Rightfully so.
Because the way Cam Moore's been playing really well too.
Yeah, the Miami. He didn't play amazing.
No, and that's a questionable win too.
If you're gonna win the Heisman, you have to be.
They're still undefeated.
Good the whole season.
They're still undefeated though.
Yeah.
But I think right now it's Hunter, Cam Ward, and Milroe in New York.
I think
if Travis Hunter doesn't win,
if I had to give the Heisman to somebody right now, it's got to be Genty.
I would. If I got to vote,
you saw the stat.
He's got 800 yards.
Graham sent in the group chat. He's got more rushing yards than
probably
how many teams. 70% of the college football team.
I'll put that graphic up here too. Yeah, he's got 800 rushing yards through 5 games.
Dude, I think his over/under for rushing yards was set at like 180 or 200 or something.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Tanking for Genty is a thing now, apparently, from what Jackson's saying.
The Cowboys are tanking for Genty.
They need him. They need him with their freaking.
Just to get off topic a second, I saw Tony Pollard has more rushing yards than all of the Cowboys running back room.
Yeah, and y'all got rid of him. But
there's Jerry Jones for you. But
yeah, he's too busy about his helicopters, living a movie life.
Landing on the middle of the practice. How about you just practice while you land your helicopter here?
Hey, if it's Allen Iverson, he probably doesn't care about practice.
Nobody cares about practice in Dallas, I guess. We've got Genty, Milroe, Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think Ward.
He's good. Everybody has a bad game.
What is the odds? What does FanDuel have the odds right now?
This may be completely biased, but we're putting Nico in there, in my opinion.
I think Nico's in the conversation, but I don't think he wins it at all this year.
No.
I think if he has a good chance of winning, it's probably next year.
Yes.
Let me see. I'm gonna go to the odds real quick for Heisman. So they have Milroe at the favorite right now, plus 270. Travis Hunter second, plus 350. Cam Ward plus 550. Ashton Genty plus 750. And then Nico's actually next at plus 1100. Then you got Dylan Gabriel, Quinn Ewers.
Come on.
Quinn Ewers dropped, which Quinn was one of my favorites, but he got hurt. And then Jackson
Fox
Start.
Sports has Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
There's probably so many different articles.
Yeah.
But I would say right now, Milroe's definitely the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, at least. Last week he was plus 750. Now he's plus 225.
Yeah. This is ESPN?
Yeah.
Plus 750. So this is like pretty much the same. It's close.
But as far as just a talent base, you have to give Hunter it.
Yeah. I think like
sure they're not playing Georgia.
Devontae, yeah, well, no, they're not playing.
Still impressive.
But his talent is on another level.
And I saw this video. I don't know if we've had this talk or not about if he can play both
In the
at the
NFL?
next level. And I said no.
I think he can. I don't think he should.
I think it was Cam Newton talking about it. He said that he should play, say, 70% on defense, 30% on offense.
Yeah.
Which he has. There's like specific packages for him on offense, and then he'll just play defense.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
They've got remember Jabril Peppers at Michigan. He was doing a lot of. He wasn't like he was strictly defense, but he did a lot of stuff on offense.
He's an athlete.
Shout out Jabril, go Pats. But yeah, he's just playing defense now. Now I'm not. He's not even. Don't get me wrong. He's athletic.
Yeah.
Great on defense. He's one of our captains, but he's not on the same level of Travis Hunter.
Those players are.
So.
There's somebody probably on that UCF team that's going to be selling insurance next year.
100%.
So.
Probably a few guys.
Yes.
But just athleticism-wise, talent-wise, Travis Hunter's my favorite. I think Genty's up there for me too. I'm a little biased, but
I'll drink the Genty juice.
Mm-hmm. The only problem is, I mean, even Devontae Smith's Heisman, which was COVID, not saying that's a bad or good thing, but it's up for debate.
I'm guessing that was the last one before.
Yeah, he's the last non-quarterback to win it. Before that,
well, when a bunch of those running backs were winning, like Derrick Henry and all those Alabama running backs,
let's see.
The game was completely different.
Oh yeah, dude.
Now it's very pass first.
It's so hard to type with my hand.
You got kids like Ryan Williams playing football now, so.
Yeah, let's see. So before Devontae Smith, the last one to win was Derrick Henry in 2015. That's the last non-quarterback to win it. Was in 2015.
And then before that, it was.
Before that, it was Mark Ingram, 2009. So, and then Reggie Bush. But yeah, I mean, strictly been a quarterback award, which I've got different opinions on that, but and that's why that's the only.
Ryan Williams just completely nailed down the Blitnikoff.
He might, dude. Has there been a freshman? I don't think. When's the Blitnikoff Award winners passed? I don't think. Does that have the years? Because I don't remember any freshman to win it. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Freshman Blitnikoff winners. Let's see.
I don't think so.
I don't even think does it have the year? It doesn't even have the years of the players.
I've got Marvin Harrison last year, Hyatt 22.
Jordan Addison.
He got drafted.
I mean, they're pretty much all junior seniors.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know who James Washington is, but
do they have They don't have. I mean, obviously they don't have odds, but winners, Blitnikoff Award favorites.
Cooks got him one.
Who does?
Brandon Cooks.
Oh, yeah, he dog.
Golden Tate. Calvin Johnson.
So this was entering. Here we go. No, that's July 4th.
Crabtree won it back-to-back years.
McMillan has.
Tetaroya.
McMillan he's got plus 400 odds to win the Biletnikoff right now, which that's obviously another good choice.
So.
Where? Well, the New York Giant of Wagering doesn't offer Biletnikoff awards. They do have McMillan at 9,000 plus 9,000.
What's the 18-year-old kid that plays for Ohio State?
Jeremiah Smith? Isn't it? I think it's Jeremiah Smith.
I think so. Yeah, and he's a dog too. You got a bad quarterback. That's about it.
Jeremiah, yeah, he's 18. I didn't realize.
Yeah, he's 18.
Dude, I mean, what are they putting
this weekend?
That's unreal, man. 2005. Doesn't even seem real. 2005. Now he'll be 19, but that's unreal, man. What happened to the game we love?
I looked at that 2007. That's insane.
2000 what?
Jeremiah Smith.
God, dude, dog, man, dog.
He had 5 for 83. Not as crazy, but those catches he made was nuts.
That one was honestly unnecessary. He didn't have to catch that one unhanded, but he did. He felt like
he can just do that.
Yeah,
it's fine. He's the legal age to bet, and he's just out here doing that type of shit, which is crazy.
Speaking of betting, this is off topic, but R.I.P. Pete Rose, man. R.I.P.
Yes.
If I had any say, I think he gets into the Hall of Fame.
Did he have a steroid scandal?
Just gambling. Just gambling, dude. Just gambling. And he got banned from the MLB for life.
It's stupid that people can bet on other sports, but you can't bet.
You can't bet the same. I think he wasn't even betting against the Reds either. So it's not like he was shaving points or.
I didn't even know he got in trouble for gambling.
But all right, lead into this weekend. We got Tennessee, Arkansas, which I think that's a big win. I think 20.5 is a lot. I think so it's different. I thought it was 20.5. Maybe it's 13.5. I think that's a lot. Arkansas is such a confusing team for me because I watched that A&M game. They looked pretty good. Then you watch the Oklahoma State game where they lost. They should have won that game. But yeah, so I think that's. I think
the biggest thing was turnovers. Is what the difference between all their games. Yeah. If Taylor Green doesn't turn the ball over as much, so I guess we got to force him.
Which he's a scrambling quarterback, dude. You know how that goes.
Always scary.
You know how that goes with us. So, but I think that's a win. I think Missouri A&M. I think A&M wins that game.
I do too. I agree. With how Missouri struggled against Vandy, and Vandy Stadium wasn't even finished.
Yeah,
and they got to go to Kyle Field.
I think that's Auburn plays Auburn. Who does Auburn play? They play Georgia, don't they?
Yes.
Auburn plays Georgia.
I got Georgia.
I got Georgia.
It's at Georgia.
Ole Miss, South Carolina.
Could be some wicked games.
I think South Carolina wins that one.
You think that Ole Miss comes out pissed, or do you think they've already laid down?
No, I don't think they laid down.
Not yet.
It's an away game.
They lose this one, they laying down?
They might. I know a couple people that might be like hiding for a while if they lose.
I don't think Isaac will come out.
Isaac's
if they lose to South Carolina,
Isaac's gonna be locked in his room the whole freaking rest of the year. I'm just saying South Carolina wins this because I want to piss some people off.
I'm not gonna say that Vandy's gonna win this game, but I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be a lot closer than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could go out there and lose by 60. I don't know.
You want to go to this game? Tickets is dang. That's for Alabama being at that dang game.
That's just to see Bama.
Yeah.
That's not to see Vandy play.
What's funny, look, Pavia's their leading rusher too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the guy's a dog, man.
I didn't realize. That's hilarious, bro.
I just want to give a quick shout out to the midshipmen.
Yeah, let's talk about them. Now, I saw this, okay? Let's say Army and Navy go undefeated leading into Army-Navy. Playoff implications on the line. All hypotheticals. The final CFP playoff ranking is before Army-Navy's game. How is that going to work? How is that going to work, dude?
Because they've got a good chance at going 6-0, and maybe Notre Dame gets tricky there.
Which, off topic, I didn't realize. I know Jordan had said a little bit about it last time he was on. I didn't realize how big of like a rivalry that Notre Dame Navy game is.
They played in Ireland, right?
They played in Ireland last year.
Yep.
But
I didn't know it was that big either. But
yeah.
Once he said it,
and
it makes sense why they traveled over there to play.
Yeah.
I thought it was just two random teams, but now that I know it's a rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you really look at it,
I mean they got a winnable season.
Notre Dame might be the only game they lose.
Yeah.
Tulane maybe. No, probably not.
What about Army's schedule for the rest of the year? All right, sorry we had some technical difficulties. But yeah, back to what we were saying. The final call it CFP rankings is, I think, the week before. So looking into that, I don't know how they get. Which that's if Army and Navy have playoff implications. Now they have Army. A lot of people are projecting Army to just miss it, but I don't know.
Then we said that Navy could only lose one more game.
Yeah, and then for Army, we really didn't get to Army, did we?
No, we did not. We can real quick.
Army has pretty much. They play Notre Dame as well.
Same exact schedule.
Literally the same exact.
Maybe flip-flop, Tulsa and Tulane, that's all.
So
I mean they could only lose one more game, too.
Yeah, they could only lose one more game, technically, too.
Notre Dame's just taking down the armed forces. They're taking down our military.
That's disrespectful. Does Notre Dame play Air Force?
I would say so.
If they play Air Force, we're missing something. No,
they don't play Air Force.
That's crazy.
But Air Force is 1-3.
Ugh.
So Navy's got to win this one.
Yeah. What was I going to say before that? Dang, I lost my train of thought.
Something about the CFP and...
Yeah, I don't. It was something related to, but not related to at all. The on topic. The push for... I don't know if you've seen this, where the Big Ten and SEC are trying to push for 4 automatic bids each. Have you seen that?
In the SEC?
Tell me that's not stupid.
I don't agree with it.
No, I don't agree with it. 4 automatic bids for each, conference. Might as well just make a separate league for Go 5 at this point, because that's BS. Put Big 12 in the Go 5. Then at that point, ACC might as well just Big 10 SEC is super conference.
Yeah, I mean ACC ain't worth nothing. Anyway,
NFL mini, I guess, but it's stupid. But yeah, I'm riding with Navy.
You gotta give it to Navy. Yeah, Army. That could be one of the. I'm sure it's happened before, but that could be one of the best Army Navy games if they're both undefeated.
We're getting tickets. We're getting tickets.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna get tickets for that somehow.
This is probably gonna be $1,200 a ticket, but
I'll be there.
I'm sure Jordan's already given his away, so
we might have to reach out to Jordan right after this, but
please,
Jordan, please. I've seen Navy slinging the ball a lot more too, though.
I'm telling you, the quarterback's a dog.
Dude, this is a different Navy team. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh well, I mean, we could talk about a little MLB, but I really don't feel like.
Oh, I've no knowledge on that.
Our co-host Matthew Linden is not here to absolutely ride his Padres, but I got the Royals winning it all.
That's now what I'm thankful I'm not a Braves fan.
Braves let me down. Braves let me down, even though I'm a Cubs fan. But that's all I got, man.
I'm good. Cowboys are still dog shit.
Patriots still bad. Patriots still really bad.
It's an every year thing.
Apparently, there's a little conflictions going in the locker room too about the starting quarterback play. Apparently,
we think Drakeway is ready to go.
At this point, dude, I mean, Andrews is out for the rest of the year. That's another starting lineman down. I don't even think it's necessarily Jacoby Brissett's fault. I do think he plays a part in it, but when you have line that can't block, it's obviously, it's not going to be good. So I don't really see the point of putting Drake May into play right now.
Maybe throw him in second half, getting blown out, or you're blowing somebody out. Yeah. So I think we let him get some reps.
Why not? I guess, why not? Last prediction, Cal or Miami?
Cal. I don't care. Cal.
All right, I'm going to Miami just to go against him.
All right, fair enough. Vandy by 20.
Vandy by 20. All right, I like it.
Time to go hoop.
All right, I'm Chase Roberts.
Jackson Stone.
Thanks for watching.